Tig Ballywhacker.
There you see what I'm saying? There, now it's on. Tig Ballywhacker. God, you look really good. Hey, this is my good friend Cody Bonnette. Cody plays in As Cities Burn, and even more than that, he is a great individual. And
thank you, Ryan.
Yes, you got it.
Thank you.
Yep. And we met a long time ago.
At a Wendy's.
Yeah, at a Wendy's, I think.
We thought you were so old. You were 26 years old.
26.
We were all like,
oh my God,
20 and 19 and
I
stuff.
know.
No, maybe 22,
yep.
21.
And y'all were like,
we were playing,
touring pretty hard.
We were touring,
yep.
And we heard this guy, Ryan Rado, was a manager of bands.
Let's define that.
Well, we didn't. I don't know. Did you have a band that you were managing?
No, I managed a band called Narcissist. Do you remember them back in the frickin' day?
I didn't know that.
And then someone said I needed to come see you guys, and I went into Lipscomb and saw you, and I wasn't into it.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is fine.
Well, we were like
You're figuring
kind
it
of
out.
trying to be good for
Sure.
that manager that would be our in to the music
was me?
industry. Yes, it was you.
And regardless of my management
Credentials,
efficiency or proficiency, yeah, that too. We broke you guys into the freaking.
Eventually, you liked our band.
Yeah, I did.
But at first you didn't, which is understandable because
Sure.
I think that people have said like we're not a first, or at least at that time weren't a first listen band.
You could tell that it was evolving, and I think that's what I latched onto. I was like, wait a minute, this isn't typical, and I like stuff that. Well, I like some stuff that isn't typical.
Also live, it was probably difficult to understand, right?
But here's the thing, man. I don't think that's about you. I think it was about me that I couldn't get it, you know. And I think where I was in my head, I was trying to appeal to a different aesthetic or something. But
It's also possible we played poorly.
well, there's
that
that too.
night.
Yeah, there's that too. That too. Well, then y'all put out that 3-song demo.
Yeah.
And who do we got pulling up? Oh, she cool. And then I heard that, and I was like, "What?"
You did like it.
And it was on.
Okay,
and I was like,
cool.
"Okay, there's something here," you know. And but regardless if I thought there was something there or not, y'all still had some serious stuff happening, and people were drawn to it, and they still are. And then you had your press kits. You all had legit press kits, man. Like,
Yep.
it was so thorough.
I can't remember too much of it other than that
That's
we had pages, personal pages.
Yeah,
like
you
each
did.
person had their own little page,
Fave
sort
bands
of
and
like
stuff.
a social media page.
Yeah.
Like what your social media page would be like. My name's Cody. I was born this day. My favorite band is this.
What I remember some of the favorite bands. Well, you said
TJ had.
Yeah.
Well, you could create your own page.
There you go.
TJ had favorite frontman.
Oh yeah.
And it was Christian from Blindside.
Oh, okay. I can see
which
some
is
of that in
great.
him
Oh
now.
yeah.
Totally,
I mean,
man.
He's totally
Wow, dude, TJ, man, he was one of my favorites, man. He's still one of my favorites.
TJ
The way he does
is
it.
definitely one of my
Dig it, man.
favorites.
Very, very
I mean,
cool.
as far as singers go,
Yeah.
but like he's my older brother.
Yep.
And
He's got some energy in general, you know.
Yeah.
Even because of his old ass. His old ass.
Well, he's older than 26 now. We thought you were old.
I was the young buck. Isn't there a rapper named Young Buck? Anyway.
If you put young or lil in front of any word,
You have a rapper.
it's a rapper.
Bung Yuck. Bung Yuck. That's pretty good. I was just talking about in the last episode getting kicked off a tour and how like I'm just not good on tour.
You got kicked off of our tour? Is that
Hell
right?
yeah, y'all kicked me off the tour, and rightfully so. I was being
It was mutual.
ornery.
You wanted to leave.
Well, I think I just said that not to rock any boats, but I needed to go home, man, because I'm not good out there, man.
I'm not either, man. Like I want a reason to go home every tour,
Totally.
but like also our band. For those who didn't know, our band is like not the best with keeping its word. Like we would
That's honest.
we
That's
would
great.
say we're going to go on this tour and then have to fall off the tour. Actually, we never did that really. We said we were breaking up and we were on a farewell tour.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
And then we said, psych, we're not breaking
You have
up.
every right to say psych.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
In the end, yeah,
Things
we were
change.
confused and things changed.
Yep.
Our singer was quitting, and then he decided he would stay in the band. And then ultimately he didn't stay in the band and actually ended up quitting. And then I became the singer.
Yeah, and then you made
Our
Come Now
second
Sleep.
record, yeah.
My favorite song on there is, it's not New Sun, but you have that lyric reference in the song. She's now my new
Yeah,
son.
Tides.
Tides,
She's
man.
now my new song.
Man, that just the way it enters in is really great.
Oh yeah, thank you.
It's almost like you're on it. You're literally like on a wave, surfing it, trying to find some kind of balance. I feel like a lot of your subject matter is about that, like trying to find balance.
Yeah.
To me, anyway.
I'm trying to find balance in this painting right now.
There you go, buddy. You're doing it. You're doing
I think I should have washed off my brush once or twice already, and I haven't.
I like these lines that you're making.
Yeah, that was to blend
It's
in
great,
a hard
yeah.
line, but I think I might continue to do that.
And you have it unintentionally up here that kind of works with that. I like that.
Sweet.
Yep.
I'm trying to get rid of all the pink though, because the pink is the primer.
You're not into that pink?
For some reason, I think that it should be a rule to not let the pink live out, but there are no rules. It's more that the pink was the base layer.
Cool.
But that's not right. I should just look at it for what it is, right?
Daddy.
Yeah. So back to what you were saying about balance.
Yeah. So how have you been able to find that over the years? Like what things have been able to kind of bring you back?
Wouldn't say that I'm a very balanced person, but
Well, when you're experiencing balance, what helps you experience balance?
taking care of myself, not getting tripped up by like habits that make me feel like I don't respect myself. If I do you ever feel that way?
Yes.
You like just don't want to do that, and you did that, and then you're like, man, I just don't even respect myself. Whenever I'm feeling best, it's when I'm on top of it, I think.
So by on top of it, you mean just taking care of yourself?
Yeah, but it's not about morality or not doing the wrong thing
Sure,
so much.
yeah.
It's just more like, I guess, forgiving myself.
From what I'm getting from what you're saying is like the way that you care for yourself and take care of yourself. In order to take care of those around you, you got to be intact.
Yeah.
Right? Which I don't know if we got into that, what those things are. Maybe you could tell us what some of those things are.
To how I take care of myself.
Yep. Like how you make
I
sure
think
that,
habits like right now I could say I used to use weed habitually and like kind of thought I really needed it, but it was really damaging me in the end. And
what did it make you? How did it make you behave or think about yourself in the world? What happened?
Well, I felt a little bit slave to it because I wanted it a lot, and I wanted it really badly, and then so I would do it and try to give myself freedom to do it. You smoke the night before, when you wake up the next day, you're kind of down, and the way to get back up is to smoke. And then whenever you're down at 11 a.m., you smoke again.
Hey, that's real. I love you, dude.
And
Yeah.
so I just didn't want to be a slave to that anymore. And then I just gave myself, it just takes a few hard days. Like it was maybe a half of a week. And now it's still a temptation, I think. I still have friends that frequent the ganja. But like, once I got past it and realized like it's good to have a season in my life where I'm not doing it, then I feel better about it. I'm doing much better now.
Good.
I think I'm in a relationship.
Yep. With a great individual.
Yeah, she's a beautiful woman, Kelly.
Yep.
And it's for the greater good that this habit takes a back seat.
Cool.
I don't know where I'm going with this painting.
No, you're doing good. Oh, with the paint? I think
just
keep rocking, Daddy.
I'm just headed up.
Yep, I love it.
I don't know why I'm gonna just do like a hard line of green across
bro.
just right here. Is
Do
that
it, buddy.
okay? You don't
It's your
know.
decision.
Every road I went down, I am certain I wasn't followed. Every hall has been hollowed out. Now I'm alone in my own head, swept clean, swept clean. Now I'm alone in my own head, ready for anything, anything,
What is happening right now? I'm about to paint my fucking self. This is happening. I remember something you said, and I hope this is okay to bring up, but these dudes are just in the road taking pictures of this dude crushing that. Yeah, take the right photo. I don't know, I love them kicks he's got. I got stuff on my face. You were mentioning being on the road so much, it kind of stunted your growth. I remember we had
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that? What that meant?
Well, whenever you're 20 and get in a van and you dropped out of college because you were disenchanted with school because you've been in it your whole life, and you had a chance with your friends to, I don't know, do something more fun.
Sure.
It's just more fun. So we were out there. We're out there, and our parents were gracious enough to let us like keep our stuff at their house, and like we would come home we would try to be on the road all the time. And we would come home from tour and just stay for a couple weeks, clean clothes, and then go back out. So it was like your responsibility is just to set up and play and to, I don't know, that's pretty much it. And then the people you're accountable to are only the guys in your band, which actually does help. They do help to keep you accountable, but you're in another city every single day, and so it's kind of like, it's weird. Like whenever I travel now, I feel like when I go into a bar, I'm like, I can be anybody. If I'm just going out in public, I can be anybody I want to be. I can just be totally free, and no one's ever going to see me again, you know? But I don't have that freedom in my own hometown. I don't feel, because I'm like, oh, I know that person over there, or these people know who I am, and like they'll see me again if I like, I don't know what it would be that I would do if I felt free.
Maybe you felt like, from what I hear, is like you can just create your own identity because you have no place to have a real identity.
With that freedom that's just so endless while you're on the road, it like, you don't really know who you are. I think you need to be at home around a community, not just the guys in your band. Whenever we got off the road, it was kind of this reality that hit. And I was like, oh, dang, like I got to go find a place to live. I'm 25 now, and I've been on the road for 5 years, and I got to figure out something to do that's not music. So then I would like work in kitchens.
As Cities Burn kind of fell to the ground there for a bit.
Yes, sir.
Because it just needed to, maybe.
Yeah.
And now y'all are back at it for real.
That is true.
And you got a record coming out in June 7th?
June 7th, you got
Okay,
it, boss.
and it's called what?
It's called Scream Through the Walls.
Tell us about that title.
Well,
yeah.
I should first say that the artwork was done by the guy standing to my left, Ryan Rado.
And photo taken by dude over there with the cami, all inclusive.
By Luke to my right.
Hell yeah. Yeah, tell us about
okay.
the title.
The title comes from the bridge of a song called Hollowed Out. And that song is about kind of isolating yourself from those around you, and feeling like that's like what you naturally want to do. Like,
do you do that?
yeah, I
Yep.
do. I
do
do. Being vulnerable with people is hard for me, and like getting close. Like, you know, if you got hurt, everybody's gotten hurt. When you get hurt, I deal with it in a way that like kind of retreat within myself, and so
that's not a good place?
I don't think so. Okay. Well, I don't think as an escape. I think sometimes it's okay to go in. So the song "Hollowed Out" has a line. It says, "If you find you always do gravitate to isolation, move into this empty room next to mine, and we'll scream through the walls."
If you find you always do gravitate to isolation, move into this empty room next to mine, and we'll scream through the walls. I wanna know what it feels. I wanna know what it feels.
Courtesy of Schlafly and the Blockhouse. Cool. Anyway, when you're in that headspace of feeling isolated, what leads you there? Like, what if you could point to maybe like 2 things that is just guaranteed? Damn it.
Well, that's a big reason why I quit smoking weed.
There you go.
Because that's what it did to me. Is like
Yeah.
stimulate me so much that I can't really. It's just all in the mind, and but like it works differently for everyone. I don't say it's a blanket blanket statement like that it's bad. It's just not for me at this moment. 2 things though. You said 2 things, and then maybe the other one could be like just self-doubt and fear, like
Surrounding everything?
there. Well, like maybe there's something in my mind that's always been there that kind of tells me like that I'm gonna fail, that I'm supposed to fail, and so like a way of dealing with it is to not try, and so like isolation is sort of like giving up.
Would that be a way to kind of turn a blind eye?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, to the work that you need to do.
I work alone a lot.
So do I.
Yeah, right. That's right. And when you think a lot already and you're conscious of your thoughts, Dostoevsky said one time, and I saw this quote, he said, "Gentlemen, it is truly a sickness to be overly conscious." It's a sickness. And whether that's self-conscious or just, I don't know exactly what, maybe self-conscious. When I read that, I was like, oh, that's unbelievable, because I get to the point of where I start, it's like a type of gnosis, like Gnosis, to where I think that I am more enlightened than the people that I have resentment toward. Do you see what I'm saying? Like I'll start thinking that because I can't deal with this resentment or resentful feelings, then all of a sudden my kick is to be aloof and isolated, to protect myself from having to really deal with some heavy shit, you know?
Sure.
So it's like, when I get like that, I'm just like, yeah, okay, Ryan. Yeah, you're the most enlightened. That sounds really good, buddy.
Man, this is out there, our talk.
Yeah, I love it. I'm
talk.
really happy about it. I'm really happy about it. Focusing on creating something here and then trying to have this conversation of depth and authenticity, it's tough. And sometimes you don't realize the road you're on while you're talking because you're focused on painting something. And it's just an interesting, I don't want to use the word interesting, it's a peculiar juxtaposition, you know what I'm saying? And I'm having a hard time formulating my ideas and thoughts in a coherent way to ask more questions, you know? So it is challenging, you know?
You know what it is?
What do you got? Cognitive overload. Nice, Luke. That's awesome. So y'all are going on tour again.
That's right.
What's up with that? Where are you headed?
Well, we got a CD release tour, you know?
Yes.
So
That's
we
awesome.
got that Scream Through the Walls record coming out, and we're going...
Equal Vision.
Yeah, Equal Vision Records.
What's up, Dan? Where you at, dog?
We are going... There's 2 legs, and they pretty much hit all the markets in the U.S. I cannot tell you the first show or the last show, or I don't like tour. I don't want to go on tour. I like being in the studio. I'd like to make money being in the studio, but that can't happen. I actually lose money
Hear that, kids?
in the studio.
Yeah, you lose money in the studio. What song are you looking forward to playing the most out there? And give it away.
This first song on our new record, it's called Live Convinced. I think that'll be really cool whenever it happens.
What about the song do you like the most? Like what aspects of it do you like a lot?
It's a relatively short song, and it kind of like, sort of like our older music goes through a lot of places in a short period of time.
Sure.
And it's sort of just like a shock wave. So I just want to see how that's going to go. Even though I might have to play with a capo on the guitar, which is totally nerd. This yellow is pretty sticky, huh? What kind of this paint
That's
you
just
said is
reg.
right.
You can add some water to it.
Well, done dirtied up the water.
Oh. Done dirtied up. Don't you have a song called Capo?
We did. It had a capo.
There you go. What that was on
Hell or High Water, the last track.
Man,
Last
okay.
legit track.
Can I say something to you about
Yes,
that?
sir.
There has been many a time, and maybe y'all have felt this if you listen to As Cities Burn or have heard this song, Made Too Pretty, on Hello High Water.
You like that one, don't you?
That song, well, you just had some pretty profound lyrics in there, man. I've definitely had moments where I've been listening to that song while I'm painting, and I mean, I definitely have an emotional reaction to it. As far as like, a lot of times I don't know if, when you make something that it just hits that spot in you that you've been trying to articulate.
That's awesome. Thank you.
And it's like, I've definitely had some crying associated with that. So thanks. Oh yeah. Oh, because I know you, dude.
That's maybe one of my favorite songs to play live because it's pretty easy compared to our other songs to play, and I can kind of just let go. And the key is like a good key for my voice.
Well, your performance vocally on that is, man, it's something. It's coming from a deeper spot, it seems, or maybe, I don't know.
I like the second verse. I was like laying it down as a scratch vocal to have like somebody do something. It was like they just kind of needed to know what the vocals were gonna do, and then like the people that were like in the room whenever it was supposed to be a scratch vocal, they were like, man, you should really just use that, and kind of just left it. So I like that. That happened on the new record a couple times as well.
Which do you mind telling us what songs?
I know for sure the song called Blind Spots, the whole thing is the first scratch vocal, like, and I feel really good about the vocals on there. It's like we built the song around, it's got a lot of electronics, and so you do just a guitar and a vocal, and then you build all the little drums and noises all around it. And at the end of it, whenever all the noises were done, you go back and, all right, now we'll do a legit real vocal. And then we went and got into it, and we're just like, this ain't necessary. Let's
It's like the first picture you set out in, like, I don't know, like on your iPhone, you're trying to take some legit pictures of something, like even a painting, and a lot of times that is the first photo you take is the most authentic, it seems.
Right.
I'm not saying every time, but it's like, and it's almost like when you hit it, there's a part of you that knows. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but then you just second guess. Jay Hall talks about that a lot, like a lot of artists saying, I can do that better. And he's like, no, the first one was the best one,
That's why a producer, like, that's a producer's job.
Yeah.
Just like, you're done. You just did it, and that's what we're going to use.
Sure.
If you hate it at the end of it, maybe we'll talk, but like, let's just move on. We got a lot of work to do.
Totally. And it's easy to get hung up.
Hell yeah.
Clearly, it's all we've been talking about here,
Yeah,
It's
like,
awesome.
the story of all of our songs is getting hung up to me.
Yeah, that's safe, man. Yeah.
What do I do with this, Rado?
You need to make, well, you don't need to do anything. I think it's beautiful. The colors are wonderful.
But like, it needs to, like, that could be the base of what's going on.
I think that's a good way to look at that.
What do I do about like that hard green line?
Make a hard magenta line. I don't know. Make a squiggly line. Build a house in there. Or like, just make a cliff and have somebody falling off the cliff. Make a shoe. You know what I'm saying? Like, make shoe prints on each one. I don't know. Huh? What do you got? Perfect. Yeah, make it perfect. Make a black bar box on the whole thing here.
I just packed into the camera.
I just want to have fun at this show, man, and like.
Yeah, it's great,
Just,
man.
you
I'm
know.
thoroughly enjoying myself.
Good, buddy. Good. Ah! Messing up the. Oh, dude. What a bummer, man. Oh, it landed. See? Thank you, sweet baby Jesus, man. And I mean that literally. Yeah, it fell down from here, and I thought the brush end went into the paint, but it effing didn't. It's a Blue Tip. You ever remember that band? Anybody out there remember that band Blue Tip? They were on Discord Records. Good band.
Remember Blue Tip? Comment below.
Two Blip. Yep. What are you trying to do, buddy? You trying to paint? You trying to use colors right out the tube? Mixed a couple for all you nose ups. Anyway, which I am sometimes. Okay, Codeo. If you're trying to have like something nice to hang up in your house, dude, this fits the damn bill.
I don't think so.
Yeah. You don't think so? Can I flip it around?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure. Let's see what that's like.
Right. So Cody came down to my house in Columbia, and we went to we painted in the studio a few hours, right?
I'm digging that.
Yeah, dude. It's cool.
Kind of
to
want to
see.
straighten out that green line, but maybe you need a piece of tape.
Whoa.
That's pretty good. There you go.
Dude.
There you go.
What's up, dude?
There you go. Fuck.
No, it's great. It's perfect.
That's good. Okay, cool.
Yep. You got some kind of damn storm coming down. I'm
I
just
didn't
playing.
do that. You did that.
I did that?
I'm kidding.
Oh, you
I don't know.
probably did. Man,
All right. I mean, maybe you just mess with it another day or something.
you mess with it. I'm not doing shit to it. I think it's pleasing to me. It's very pleasing. It's just really, man, it has a good, it might be a little too, and when I say this, it doesn't matter what I think. It might be a little too yellowy on the bottom. That fade could
Yeah.
happen a little more, but right now it's like, it makes me feel really calm.
Like, yeah, I didn't fade it well enough.
But it's not even that. It's just that you had, 30 minutes to work on it? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it could use a
Maybe
a
like
better
the
fade.
orange or something? Like
Try
do
it.
a
Let's just
little
try
orange?
that. Let's try it.
Okay.
Let's try it. And if we go over, we go over. Cody Bonnette
Yes, sir.
up here in Nashtucky at the Blake House.
Right.
Whatever that meant.
Right, right.
And dude's got a band. They're about to go on tour with DC Talk. And then they're
we got a new record.
Yep.
That's what I'm most excited about. I just want to share it.
Yes.
It's been 10 years since we released a record.
Awesome, dude.
So like this is a big deal
Yep.
for me to just know that I could still do it, that it could be done.
I love it.
So I think maybe I messed this up, but it's not perfect.
There you go. So June 7th, it comes out.
June 7th, yeah, on
Yeah.
Equal Vision Records.
That's cool.
We're going to be out on the road, probably where you live.
There you go.
Let's see, we're going to be touring in the month of July and the month of September.
That's great.
Trying to get that right shade. Just that right
Shite
shade.
raid.
Shite raid.
That's a good one.
This is not the right shade, but we're going to go with it.
There you go.
That's going to be fine.
Whoops. There you go, buddy.
That's going to be fine.
Dude, that alone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. And then I just kind of keep lighting it up a little bit more with
however,
the yellow.
Yeah. Try to make sure. No, I don't.
No, hit me with it,
you,
Rado. You're the painter.
I mean, kind of just do what I do, but it's like you might want to give it a little more in the middle there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
That's just my vibe. But already that orange took the intensity of the yellow down, man. This dude's finding balance out here. Balance without rigidity. What's that look?
Let me think.
You see them jazzes up there? Duck face. Fuck ace. What is the what is the look? I love camera time. To where we could do that. We could do that. We could do that. We could do that.
We could do that. We could do that.
To where we could do that. We could
Do that.
We could do that.
We could do that. We could do that.
We could do that.
We could do that.
Do that. Look at these colors, man. It's not something the colors I usually use. Damn, this dude in an instant knows how to whistle outward. Love that.
Instant outward whistler.
Syndrome.
Do a prank where you walked up to people and you said a random combination of letters. You just said, "Hey, I have," and you said a combination of letters. End it with S, and then say, and then they have to come up with what that stands for. Like,
What is this? Yeah.
like, and-
Dude. But I really do have YAWTZS. So be careful with me, please. Yachts, yeah. I got yacht syndrome. Yada, 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 yada. Okay, so as we wrap it up, what are we at? We're at like 1,000 minutes. Let me check this.
Here we go.
Here, I'll hold that dang camera. I got painty hands a little.
Go film it.
Okay. I'm Cody. Let's do a camera selfie here. This dude's got paint on his forehead, but he doesn't have a furry forehead. Love you, dude. This has been, yes.
Thank you.
This has been Ryan Rado, Cody Bonnette, Luke Yates. Make it perfect.
Make it perfect.
Pake it Murph. 2019. Coming for that ass. There you go.